So long term is what it's all about. We are investing for every single member's retirement. So every year there is somebody retiring, so we've got to make sure we get good returns year on year, but then it's also for you as an individual, we've got to look out to your retirement. So make sure that we're not overexposing any one cohort of members. So we've got to build up a portfolio of assets that both look to deliver a return now, but also into the future. So that's why we have a focus on getting some alternative investments that are backed by strong governments or strong cash flows that can ride us through any significant market fluctuations. So the key thing whenever you're putting a portfolio together is to get a broad mix of direct investments across a range of asset classes. We build all of those up into our overall portfolio, which drives our return. But then what we can do is actually offer each of those asset classes to the members directly for them to actually choose. One of the key measures you have then is the performance of each of those asset classes. And as I said before, there's a number of those classes that are all delivering top quartile performance. So very strong returns. So what members can actually do is if they like the MySuper option, which has got a mix of about 60% growth assets, but they want to make it a little bit more aggressive, they can put 80% of their investments in MySuper and 20% in Australian equities. So they can dial it up a little bit, get a little bit more aggressive, or conversely, they can add a little bit more cash into it, make it a little bit less risky. So it just gives the members the choice of what they want to do. But the key thing behind that is if there's good performance relative to everybody else in each of the asset classes, then you're actually getting good performance overall. And you can manage the risk that best suits your needs. At the end of the day, the investment performance is one of the key measures that superannuation funds have. So it's a very close focus for us. It's something I get very closely involved with, and I do have a passion for investing and understanding and seeing the outcome that we can actually get. So I work very closely with our investment advisors. We've got our own internal investment team as well that works very closely on the operational side and also the structure side to make sure that what we've got in place is right and reasonable now, but also into the future as well. Investment opportunities and strategic decisions come into us here, we review, but then we've also got an overlay of having the investment committee of the board that gets involved and looks at those opportunities as they come up. We've got some fantastic directors that are very skilled right across the broad range of skills, but particularly in investments as well. So they then provide another overlay of advice and structure and thought on whether an investment is a good idea to take out or not, whether it's the right time to buy, whether it's the right time to sell. So when you put all of that together, it's a very strong and robust process to ensure that we get the right assets for the right period of time.